A sad story, the breakup of a love story that is kind of rare coming out of Bachelor Nation. And by that, I mean Bachelor couples don't always stay together as long as this one did. Kaitlyn Bristowe and Shawn Booth. Of course, she is a former Bachelorette. The two got engaged after he proposed to her on her season finale. There he is. And we have confirmed, ET has just gotten the statement that the two have split up after about 3 years together. I'm just going to go ahead and read the statement right off my phone. We have the official statement in from Kaitlyn's manager on behalf of Kaitlyn and Shawn. Quote, after 3 incredible years, we have decided to go our separate ways. This difficult decision comes after thoughtful, respectful consideration. Even though we are parting as a couple, we're very much committed to remaining friends. We have both evolved as people, they say, which is taking us in different directions. They go on, but with the hope that we will continue to support each other in new ways. Due to the nature of how we met, aka on the show, our relationship has always been very public and we have enjoyed sharing it with all of you, but we ask that you respect our decision and our privacy at this time. So that is a statement from Kaitlyn and Shawn, a joint statement revealing that they have split. Now, Brendan, this comes after a lot of speculation. You and I had both kind of been following this story because we were just texting last night, actually, because they've been very separate on social media lately. I pointed out to you, Shawn just went to a wedding over the weekend and Kaitlyn was not with him at the wedding. And look, if you're going to go to a wedding and you don't bring your significant other with you, I think people question and wonder what's going on. And fans had noticed how little time they'd been spending together, just being seen on each other's Instagrams. So fans had been asking about it. And Kaitlyn actually, not too long ago, addressed it on her podcast, Off the Vine, and said they were still committed to each other. They just had different obligations. So the question now becomes what went wrong, especially because she had just addressed that. What is the latest reporting that we're getting in from our different sources?
So we have one source that is telling us that nothing specific happened to cause this split, that it was just a matter of them simply growing apart, which does happen in relationships. We're told they still care very much about each other. Our source is very optimistic that the two will remain very good friends. And our source actually added that it's been very hard, but Kaitlyn is very strong and amazing, and she'll be fine. And that there'll be new adventures ahead for these guys.
Now, I do also know we have another source telling us, someone who knows the couple, that they had been estranged essentially for a couple of weeks. And also that, Shawn had just gotten this gym. He just opened this gym in Nashville. He was spending a lot of time on that. So him spending time on that, it does kind of coincide with that part of their statement where they're saying we've both evolved. I know Kaitlyn does her podcast. Shawn has the gym. They're both very busy with different work endeavors. And at the end of the day, they were living together in Nashville, but we just weren't seeing them together too much on social media. And for somebody like them who posts this frequently as they do, again, fans were raising eyebrows, fans were asking about it, and ultimately they've released this statement. So we will continue working this story. We'll have to find out what will happen for them next because they were living together in this home in Nashville.
And I actually spoke to a source a little while ago who told me that Kaitlyn was speaking very highly of Shawn at a wedding in Malibu here in California on October 14th, which really, if you think about it, it's not that long ago. So apparently she was speaking very highly of him at the wedding. So it adds up to what our other sources have told us, that this appears to be a very amicable split and they seem to be friendly still with each other, which is always good.
All right, well, they were a beloved couple of Bachelor Nation, and again, up until this, they were considered one of those success stories, but it seems the relationship has run its course. Brendan, thank you so much for joining me from our ET News Desk.